Hey everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video with Bayat Lamad. My name is Paul. I am a PhD student at Yale University, and I run this YouTube channel with a host of some of our friends. Alfred is popular. Padmore is also in the behind the scenes. And on this channel, we share everything study abroad, from schools to scholarships to life abroad to visas, especially, and everything that you need to know about studying in the US and studying in Canada. In this particular video, I want to answer a question that many of you have been asking and sending to us, which is, what is life like in the US? Right? You've just gotten your visa, you're coming as a visitor, or you're coming as a student. What is life like? What should you expect, right? And again, there's so many things that I can share with you, but I'm going to share 3 things that I can readily think about as a way of giving you some insights and inroad into what life in the US is like. Number 1 is on the negative side, which is you are not going to be rich instantly. So think about that, right? And I say this because there is a big narrative out there that, oh yeah, the US is the land of opportunities almost instantly, and they become famous and they become rich and they become important people in the world. Yes, there are people like that. Yes, that's true, but it's not automatic and it's not instant, right? So you're not going to be automatically rich just because you stepped on the soil of the US, or your visa got approved, or you sat in the plane and then you went through the process to get here. You are not. In fact, your first few years, to be honest, is going to be relatively rough. It's not rosy, it's not all like nice and beautiful in an instant, right? And that's to be expected. That's very natural. You're transitioning all of your life from where it used to be into another person's country, right? And it's not your country. You are not a citizen of it. You don't pay taxes here. You don't live here. You don't have family here. You don't have relatives here. You probably do, but not as much as in your home country, right? And so repositioning yourself will take time, and it's a very natural process. And that basically means that your life for the first few years is going to slow down. It's not going to pick up instantly, right? It's going to slow down and then gradually pick up with time if you do everything right. Okay, so contrary to the narrative out there that, oh yeah, the US is going to make you rich, and so on and so forth, actually expect the opposite. Expect that you are going to start out very slow, and you probably will get there. You probably will be rich. You probably will be famous. You probably will achieve your dreams if you do everything else right and you work hard and so on and so forth. So let that sink in for a bit, and be realistic about the expectations that you put on yourself. And I also know that especially for us Africans, and I'm not putting Africa in the bus, but that's the culture that I'm most familiar with, and so that's the culture that I can speak of and speak to. Most of our cultures, put pressure on family members that are coming abroad, maybe to study and to do a PhD or to do a master's, whatever. It's like, you don't come with your own dreams. You come with the dreams of your parents. You come with the dreams and the hopes and the expectations of your family members, of your community, of the people behind you. Sometimes people have even lended you money, or they gave you some loans or something to pay your air ticket. And so everybody's like expecting immediately that once you get in, you settle, you find something doing, and you start sending money back. I have my own thoughts about that, but my thoughts doesn't matter at this point. What I want to share with you is that what you should expect life in the US to be is not that you're going to be instantly rich, right? It's going to take you some time to get there, and if you do everything right, most likely you will. But it's also very possible that you can go through everything and it will still not work out. So have a very realistic expectation in your mind before you come. The second thing is expect that the US is different in the sense that it is cosmopolitan. And by cosmopolitanism, I mean it is big and wide and inclusive of all people. Now, this is expected because there's so many people wanting to come to the US, so many people studying in the US, so many people doing business in the US from the whole world, right? So it just naturally makes sense that when you come here, you are going to be meeting people from all over the world. And that's what makes America what it is, right? So it is cosmopolitan in that way, that you're going to be meeting people all over the world, right? It's very possible that you as an African, as it was in my experience, would not meet as many diverse Africans while you are home on the continent as you would if you move here to the US. Like my first time encountering some Africans, Tunisians, for instance, the North Africans, some of the South Africans, Central Africans. I'm West African, who are not that close to the West. My first time encountering people from there, making friends with them, was in the US, even though we are all Africans. Right, so that's the level of cosmopolitanism that I'm talking about, the level of diversity and breadth of people that you're going to meet, and that has advantages. It also has some disadvantages. The advantages are that you are learning about different cultures, you're learning about different people, you are experiencing food from different places, languages from different places, different ways and different approaches to life, to religion, to culture, to business, to studies, to academics, different perspectives, which is very rich, and generally it transforms people and makes people better. The disadvantage is that it's very hard to penetrate into that kind of an environment, and if you are very inward and you are a little bit close-minded, it's difficult for you to get through an environment like that. But if you do it well and you manage your feelings and your tensions and your thoughts and your mindset very well, it's going to actually be the biggest thing that is going to transform your life, and not something that's going to take away from you. So expect that religion is going to be different. Expect that the political environment is going to be different. Expect that the business environment is going to be different. Expect that academics is going to be different. Everything is going to be different by the sheer fact that there are different people coming to the US and living in the US. And the last thing that I want to share is, it's that the US, for the most part, is run on a merit-based system, in that there are opportunities, yes, but for the most part, the opportunities are not limited to only a few people that know some people in certain places. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it's a perfect system that rewards every single work, no, but it is a great system in the sense that it tries, right, to be fair to so many people. And we have testimonies of people who come in here and were able to access certain opportunities that otherwise they wouldn't have been able to access those kinds of opportunities. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. But that also requires of you some work, right? It's a merit system. So it's no way you're going to say, oh yeah, my uncle is that, and so, give me that. Or my whatever is this, that, and so give me that. Or I am this person, and so give me that. Or I know this person, I placed this phone call, I paid this amount of money, so give me that. No. Right? For the most part, it's input and output. Right? How much work you put into your academics, how much time you spend working on things and working on yourself, it's what is going to determine the output that you get. And for the most part, it's genuine and it's fair. So expect, this kind of a merit-based system. Expect things to work out for you if you put in the energy and you put in the work. Again, the big disclaimer is that it's not a 100% perfect system, as you will come to realize over time, but it does help in many ways, in that there are opportunities basically for everybody. Yeah, so these are the 3 things that I wanted to share with you about what you should expect life in the US to be like when you get here as a student. And look in the video description below for contact information and things like that. If you want to talk to anybody on the team, we will be available as time would allow us. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.